Well, good afternoon. It is Monday, July 28th, and we are definitely in the home stretch of this project. We have to be moved out of our existing apartment by the end of August, so that gives us just about 30 days to complete everything we need to do, get an occupancy permit, and get moved in. And as of today, we don't have running water, and I don't believe the gas is on yet either, although the gas just needs the valve turned on it. The water meters get to be installed. I think that's going to get done a week from today. We'll take a look in on that today, and I'll show you the interior details that we've got. There's been a lot that's happened. We're into the period of time at the end that I think is frustrating for me, maybe for everyone that goes through this, and that's all the small details. There's so many things that are yet to be wrapped up, and you can see there's no concrete in the driveway yet. That's not done. The yard is barely even underway. We'll take a look at the yard actually. We talked before about the little Kubota tractor. We can see over here, this is pulverized topsoil I'm having hauled in. It's priced just slightly under the price of gold at this moment. Man, you won't believe what dirt costs, especially in a country where up here most of our soil is pretty sandy. So getting black dirt is a necessity for a good yard, and it's going to have to come in from a few miles away. It doesn't come locally. So you can see I've been moving material back here with the Kubota for the last week, 10 days. Right here, I believe, is just about 36 yards of dirt fill that we've brought in. Might be closer to 40. Quite honestly, I've lost track. I do know that little Kubota moves about 9 cubic feet with each bucket, provided you've got it heaping full, and it takes a little while. It's kind of fun, but it's definitely some work. Also over there you can see I've got a box blade for the back of it. You'll see more about that in a coming episode. That's going to be used to scrape the yard, and I have to kind of dig up the front yard. The front yard is full of really rough sand, rock, and just stuff that's not really desirable to building a yard. So I'm going to remove the top 4 inches of that and put fresh soil in there. So we've got the front door. We can see the details on the front of the house. Everything is coming into play nicely. A little bit of trim detail work on the top here. I know that that's going to get happening here real soon, because as evidenced by all these little corner protectors that are sitting around out here, I have a suspicion that Dan Wellness has been here and installed the last cabinet. My replacement pantry must have come. So let's go inside and see what we've got. It's nice and cool, I'll say that. It's been roasting up here. It is just like an oven in Wisconsin this summer. And let's see what we've got here. Yeah, there it is. That pantry's in. I see Dan's got his tools left here, so we must be going to work here tomorrow. Wow, look at that. This sounds like a small detail, but the pantry is actually a big detail, because our countertop goes from back here against this wall all the way down here, and it's a fabricated piece of granite. So unless they have the exact dimension, it's not going to fit exactly. And of course, we want it to fit exactly. Let's see, the electrician was here today. He's got most, if not all, of the under cabinet in the sink compartment done, as is the plumbing in here. Now, we're not going to have much room under the sink, which is okay by me. We're going to have a reverse osmosis system in here with the tank, and we're also going to have a garbage disposal that hangs down under one of the sinks. So there's quite a bit of mechanical that's actually going into the bottom cabinet here. So we can see there's the accumulator tank for the RO right there that's just sitting on the floor. Island has been installed, and it has outlets on each end. If you go back to one of my very early episodes, remember I talked a little bit about remembering to put the conduit in for that. We can see we've got one pendant light over the kitchen island that is in. The other one was broken right out of the box. Patsy's trying to get that picked up today. There's our over the dining room light. And look at this ceiling fan. We've got a lot of dark trim here. We have slate colored appliances as well. And I think it's all going to match up real nice. Patsy's really done a great job with coordinating that. This is moving into the master bedroom, and this is really an important detail here because this weekend we spent putting the closet together. Look at this. If you've ever looked at the display at Menards and said, wow, I'd really love to have one of those closets, well, we did it, including we also added an extra 9-foot section, or 1 foot tall or 15 inches, something like that, up here kind of tall. So there's definitely some not readily accessible storage. And then we've got another shelf in here, and then racks and baskets and hooks and hangers and shelves. And hey, nice job, Patsy. This is really well done. I like this a lot. Okay, I met with a tile setter today. Got a new tile setter coming in. Couldn't be helped, but that's the way it is. Met with a tile setter. He's super happy to have the job, and I think he is quite the craftsman. I know that Chris, the owner of Floors for Less, who's arranged for it, made a personal reach out to this person because it's a pretty big job. And I told him I'm going to probably be a little more picky than the average guy on it. This is the billiard room. We can see it's complete. Let's see. Oh, got one detail there with some blue tape that needs a little piece of trim that needs fixed up. I'll bet Dan's looking to work here tomorrow because it's going to be 100 degrees outside, and I wouldn't blame him one darn bit. Yep, we got the closet doors in here too. Those we just went with a prime finish instead of getting a hickory door. That was a cost concession. It really was something that those doors in hickory were going to be almost $2,000, I think. So we just decided to pass on that. This is interesting here. We've got the guest bathroom. The guest bathroom is basically complete. We've got a light fixture that needs to go in. The faucet and plumbing has to be hooked up. Patsy and I installed this quartz countertop and sink ourselves. It's one piece, and I tell you, that thing has to weigh 150 pounds, if not more. Anybody that's ever put one of these in knows what a challenge it is. But I devised a way to stand this thing up, and we had it setting on a platform right in front of where it needed to go, and really did it in one simple lift and didn't have a lot of difficulty doing it. I was really happy. It went off really smooth. So that's what we've got to show and share today. Wait, one more thing. We've got some progress in the garage too. As you recall, there was some open areas that had not been drywalled in the garage. Those have all been done, and the ceiling in the garage is painted too. Take a look at this. The ceiling's done, and it is right there and ready to go. I think we're going to give it one more coat. All the drywall's been finished, thanks to Rick Millard. Man, does that guy know how to do drywall. Fantastic craftsman. May get the refrigerator installed in a couple of days. I'm going to do that. Just a matter of when I got the energy left at the end of the day to get in and do something like that. Last thing we're going to look at, the mechanical room and look at our boiler installation. Boiler installation. This guy knows what he's doing. This was done right. I'm really happy with this. Get the light on here. All right, this is our mechanical room. Those are the old doors that were on temporarily. They have to go back to the lumber yard. And let's see, here we are, water softener, furnace, and then we've got our dual boiler and the plumbing and valving system for all of our in-floor heat. And look at that. Wow, that is really nicely done, well laid out, professional installation, really liking the solder work on it. See, these were all pre-soldered joints. It looks like they turned out really nice. So happy with this. Cody, nice job. Real happy with this. Wouldn't hesitate to recommend Minahan Refrigeration to anyone. Okay, thanks everyone for tuning in. I appreciate your interest. Like, subscribe to it, please, and give me a comment. Let me know what you think. Everyone, have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.